Hello world and welcome to Elevated Intuition. Today I have a love reading set up for us. As always, this is a pick-a card reading. So I have 5 piles here. So if you know how pick-a cards work and you see a pile that is calling to you, I have the timestamps down below in the description and I will meet you at your pile. Otherwise, I'm about to give you just a little bit more information about each pile. So let's go from there. First off, this is a love reading where we are going to look at the energies of you and your person and favorable and conflicting energies that's going on in the relationship. Or if you just have a person in mind and you haven't started dating them yet, what it would be like to have a relationship with them or date them. So in pile 1, I have Picture Jasper. And pile 2 is Rose Quartz. Pile 3 is Bumblebee Jasper. Pile 4 is Amethyst. And pile 5, we have Bloodstone. So take a moment, if you see a pile that's calling to you, maybe close your eyes, take some deep breaths, and then go with your intuition. As always, if more than one pile is calling to you, there may be messages in there for both of them. And also, this is a general reading, so take what resonates. Don't force something if it doesn't seem right. Use your intuition, because I'm using my intuition to help your intuition kick in, and take what resonates. So I will meet you at your pile. Hello, pile 1s. If you picked the Picture Jasper, you are in the right spot. So I'm going to put that up here. And let's start with the tarot cards. This is going to, and then I've got some oracle cards that we will pull out later. So this is you, the 6 of Cups reversed. This is your person, Hangman reversed. Very interesting. This is what you want, is the Star. This is what your person is looking for. This is Queen of Cups reversed. This is what you need, though, according to your tarot cards. This is the Ace of Pentacles. This is what your person needs, the Emperor. This is obstacle to the relationship. And this is what's favorable about your relationship, which is the 2 of Wands. All right, so let's get into this, talking about the 2 of you. So these 2 areas are the 2 of you. I see you, the cards see you as the 6 of Cups in reversed. So this could be that you're living in the past, or you're feeling really stuck. You have some past issues, and also possibly lacking some playfulness. As you can see, the 6 of Cups here, I'll turn it over so you can see it. It talks about childhood and memories, and right side up, these are good memories. Reverse, this is living in the past, and we're talking about relationships. So I'm wondering if you're not over a relationship yet, that you still have some wounds that you're working on. Now, what you're looking for here, the Star, this is a beautiful card, of course. I mean, this is one of my favorite tarot cards. You're looking for some hope and some faith and some purpose, and you know, I think everybody is probably looking for that in a relationship. I am just concerned that if you are still stuck on somebody else, that you might put too much into this relationship. You know, if this isn't the person that you know, like if you're not trying to so this could be two ways that I'm seeing it, that you are stuck on a past relationship and you're putting too much baggage into this relationship, or that this is the relationship that you're stuck on. So let's get into the cards and see a little bit more information here. And what you need is an Ace of Pentacles. So this is why I'm kind of concerned that this might be a relationship that has kind of run its course. And just because the Ace of Pentacles, this is what this is what the cards are saying that you need. And Ace is kind of a brand new beginning. This is an opportunity. You need abundance and stability. And that may not be, if this is a current relationship, that what you're getting out of your current relationship. And this may be kind of a tough relationship anyway, because Hangman reverse as your person, this is delays, resistance, indecision, maybe some negative patterns or stalling. So if you are looking for, or you have been looking for, like a commitment for a long time, they're kind of stuck here in this pattern where they're not giving you that, where they're not giving you what you want. Hangman, it is kind of one of those cards that comes out and it looks pretty odd when it's right side up, because the person here is upside down. But this is looking at a situation from a new perspective. And when you're looking at something from a new perspective, it generally means that you're going to move forward. Well, if you're resisting that perspective, then you're kind of stuck where you are. So I feel like they're kind of stuck in an energy. And if you're not happy with them, that's because they're stuck. And right now, with it reversed, they're just not moving. They're just stalling. And I see that as, like, you know, you're looking for a commitment. You're looking for this hope. You're looking for this purpose for this relationship, and they're just not really interested in the same things that you are. Okay, so then we have the Queen of Chalices. So this is what they want. And the Queen of Cups, Chalices upright, is actually really fantastic in a relationship reading, but you have to remember she's in reverse here. She's all about love and, you know, filling her cup up, but reversed, I mean, this is self-care, this is self-love. So I'm wondering if you're not feeling the love from your person that you should. Like this queen, to be like a really healthy relationship would be upright. The other thing is possibly codependency. And with the Hangman reverse, it's negative patterns, codependency. So I'm a little concerned there. However, this is what they need. The Emperor. The Emperor is... Okay, so the Emperor is like the quintessential father figure. And in a love relationship, I don't think you really want to act as their parent. So I'm seeing like a really kind of immature energy over here, and kind of like a new beginning that you're kind of wanting over here. The Emperor is structure, so they do need some structure. And that's, you know, in a relationship, you can give that, and, you know, structure is actually a really great thing. Defining things and you guys moving forward and knowing what you want. And that here, the Two of Wands, is about planning together. and knowing what you want. So that's a positive for the relationship. I'm just, like I said, concerned with all of these cards together that, you know, they may not be ready for a full-blown commitment. They may not be in the same space that you are. And, you know, depending on your age, that actually might be okay. Like if you, a lot of times, I know just from experience, I know a lot of women who are very young and want this like commitment or want, you know, to move forward with a relationship, and their partner is not really ready for that. Their partner wants to go out and have some fun. And so you just kind of have to evaluate that. Is that okay? Because, and given your age, I mean, if you are in your early 20s, this, I mean, that's very healthy. It's something to be expected. If you are, you know, a little bit older, your priorities in your life have changed. When you're in your 30s and 40s, you're looking for something a little bit more, and you are kind of, I wouldn't say you're done playing, but you want to do that together. Like here, you want to plan and take on the world together. So that's just my only concern here, is that there might be a little bit of immaturity on your person's side. So the opposing here is imbalance. This is justice, and she is upside down. So there is something imbalanced. So I think that you do want something that your person may not be ready for or may not want at this moment. That doesn't mean that this is a terrible relationship. I mean, there's always compromise back and forth about what you want, what they want, and how you're going to reconcile that. And really, this card, this Two of Wands, the positive about this is I think that you need to definitely communicate with your person and work those things out. And this is a card of planning, and there's two wands, so both of you together planning, and like you can see, he's got the world in his hand to take on the world together. So if this is like, you want this hope, you want this prosperity, you want to let go of the negative emotions, negative things that are no longer serving you, and move forward, you need to communicate this to your person, because it's not going to take much if they are in the right frame of mind, and if this relationship is as meaningful to them as it is to you, to flip this hangman from this like holding pattern to see the relationship in a whole new way, and really accept a little bit more mature, loving energy and move forward with it. So let's see what we have for oracle cards. Oh, okay, so retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world and love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Let's talk about this one, because like I said, you have this Six of Cups in reverse, and this is, you know, working through past issues, living in the past a little bit, and maybe you're feeling stuck and he's feeling stuck as well. Sorry, this your person may not be a he. I don't want to get into gender specifics here. I'm just going off of the specific card. I don't mean to assign gender to either person, but you can't really love somebody, and somebody can't really love you until you love yourself first. Like, your first love should be yourself, and that's what's true for them as well. So putting yourself first is, and really discovering what you need and communicating that to your person is your first goal. Secondly is retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. And I feel like that really goes along with this Two of Wands, that there needs to be a coming together here, that you need to flip this justice around from this imbalance to a balance, and meaning that you guys get on the same page and you're moving in the same direction of what you want. Like if you are, I want to get married and I'm not married yet, my biological clock is ticking, and they're over here in the college party mode, you're going to have some issues. But if they're in the college party mode and they're like, listen, I see this as a long-term relationship, I just am really happy where I am right now, I plan to move forward, just not as fast as you want to, well, that's something that you guys need to disconnect and discuss. And disconnecting too talks about, not letting other people interfere with your relationships. Like if you are taking this person as a date to all of your friends' weddings and comparing your relationship to theirs, disconnect from that. If you are looking at everybody else on social media and they seem to be moving forward with their relationships, disconnect from that. You need to evaluate your relationship together with your goals, not the goals of what's happening on social media, not the goals of all your friends getting married. Okay? So next we have She Who Unfolds, Soothe, Embrace Self-Care. So again, the imbalance here too is maybe you are putting too much on this person and that's why they're kind of stuck. You need to take care of yourself, figure out your goals, let them do that as well, and then move forward from there. And then She Who is present, now awareness, accept. And that's so funny how both of these so relate to each other, that you retreat, you disconnect, but be in the now, be in the present. Don't, I'm sure you go with your partner and you're like, okay, I'm really happy, but then you go to a wedding or something like that and you're thinking, wait a second, there's something wrong with my relationship. Why? Because it's not moving forward. Well, you guys, like I said, you need to get together on that and discuss that together. But be in the now. If you are happy now, don't let other things like like social media or comparing yourselves to others disconnect you from each other. Be present, be now. Okay. And then we've got these cards. Criticizing one another will only lead to future unhappiness. Love and accept each other as you are, and your relationship will magically transform. So your person over here who is happy in their situation right now and is happy going to parties, you can't criticize them for that. You need to focus on yourself, and they will come around. But you have to let them know what you want. Okay? And when you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you have shared with those you love. So that's really sweet as well. So I'm kind of stuck on this whole like going to weddings, going to events together, going out together, but then comparing your relationship or your partner to other people. And that's why I think this disconnect and this be in the now are so important, and not criticizing them, but also being happy with your love and happy with those memories. So this is not a like throw this relationship out. This is a, hey, these are my goals. This is what I'm seeing your goals are. Let's have a talk. Let's come together. Let's balance this out. and let's create a plan to move forward. So that's what I'm seeing for you, group 1. Please let me know if this resonates in the comments. Hello, group 2. If you picked this rose quartz, you are in the right place. Let's take a look at the cards. I have tarot cards first, and then I've got some oracle cards that we will pull out. So let's move these off to the side. And I'll let you know what each of these are. So this is you. You are the world, but upside down. We'll dive into that in a moment. This is your person, 10 of Pentacles, again, upside down. This is what you want, the King of Wands. This is what your person wants, the Ace of Pentacles. This is what you need, according to the cards. This is the Hangman. That's not reversed. The Hangman is actually upside down intentionally. Again, we will talk about that. This is what your person needs, and don't be scared off by the name. This is Death, but really it's about change, but it's a major change. So your person needs a major change. This is what is an obstacle in your relationship, and it's the 8 of Wands. But this is what your relationship has going for it, and it's the Queen of Cups. And actually, the Queen of Cups is really a fantastic card for a relationship reading. So let's talk about you. The world upside down. Let's get this right side up. So right now, I feel like you are kind of in a holding pattern. You're not complete. Oh, that reminds me. Okay, so that's a good place to start. So the world is a card about completion, right side up. And so I'm wondering if you feel like having a partner completes you. So we need to talk about that, because you are a complete and fantastic and wonderful person all on your own. If you are not happy on your own, you are not going to be happy in a relationship. You need to complete yourself first. A relationship is not 50-50. A relationship is 100%, 100%. That's all of you and all of them together. So the good news is that, you're already the world, you just need to flip it over. But if you have this feeling of just kind of being stagnant, not really happy, and you think that a relationship is going to make you happy, you need to focus on making yourself happy first. Okay. You are looking for the King of Wands, and I'm wondering if this is, if not part of what you think will make you happy, because the King of Wands, this is like the charming, charismatic, quintessential leader, right? I almost feel like, though, the King of Wands might overshadow a world in reverse. So just be careful of that, if you are really going out there and looking for this person, and this is not gender specific, by the way, this is just an energy the king represents, but like an archetype. So don't get hung up on him or being a gender. But this is a person who takes charge. They're a leader. They're charismatic. They're charming. So like I said, I just be concerned that if you are not feeling happy, that you would think that this person would make you happy because they are so in charge and so out there. So, and it's not saying anything bad about the King of Wands. King of Wands is fantastic. They would make a very great partner. But with you, with your world in reverse, I don't want you to feel like you get into a relationship for the wrong reasons and feel like you're overshadowed. And what the cards think you need is the Hangman, which is a new perspective, looking at things from a different way and just letting go. And I think that is kind of self-explanatory, basically, from what I said here. So this person that you have in mind, though, they're not the King of Wands. They're actually the Ten of Pentacles reversed. So Ten of Pentacles is a really great card that talks about family and like generational family. They're not ready for that yet because it's in reversed. They could be somebody who was recently divorced too, is what this could mean. They're not really happy with the... So Ten of Pentacles upright is financial security and family and like generational wealth. So reversed, they've got to do some planning, and that's okay. A lot of us do. They don't... It could also mean that, though, that, like I said, recent divorce, but they could also mean that they don't yet have somebody to share their abundance with, which could be you. What they want, what they are looking for, is the Ace of Pentacles. And this makes sense if they are actually in this mode of financial planning, because the Ace of Pentacles is like the beginning of that. And I love this card. It's so pretty. You can see like the coin in their hands and flying and just having new ideas about being blessed and investing in their future and stability. So those are some great qualities for a partner. But what the cards think that they need is a change. And if they are not divorced yet or recently divorced, then, this could signify that that is coming. Release, they definitely need to release something. And death is not a bad thing in the sense of these tarot cards. It's just a major change. It's letting go of something, and letting go makes room for something new. This is why I keep thinking that they're going through a divorce or they're recently divorced, something like that, which leads us here to the Eight of Wands in reverse. So Eight of Wands is a fast-moving energy, and the obstacles for your relationship here between the two of you is things just moving really, really fast. Unexpected change. You may not have time for each other, that kind of thing. And if your person is dealing with another family situation, they have to let that go before they can let you in. And I'm wondering too, with you, the world in reverse, that you're looking at that family situation and thinking, oh, that would make me happy. Make yourself happy first. What you do have going for you, though, like I said, the Queen of Cups is really emotionally stable, compassionate, and caring. So this relationship has the ability to be that if you can withstand these transformative changes that you guys are going through. Let's take a look at the oracles. So pay attention to red flags. The signs are cautioning you. So if you... Okay, so don't put anything in here that isn't in here. But if you're not sure that this person is married, but you kind of have a hunch that they are, or that they're working through issues with an ex, something like that, like if that resonates with you, make sure that they are telling you the truth about the situation. Very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. And I think that this really resonates with the world in reverse, because I'm not sure that you really do know what you want. I think you need to look at things from a different perspective and decide what you want. Okay? Other two cards that I have for you is She Who Knows, Wisdom, Clarity, Resolution. So the Hanged Man, looking at something from a new perspective, I feel like you're probably not knowing in this situation with the world in reverse. So you've got to do some homework here. Figure some things out, get some clarity for yourself. And She Who Stands, resolute, impeccable, determined. So if you do resolve that this is what you want, understand that your person might be going through some things, and oh gosh, I really, I just have this whole Stand By Your Man, Tammy Wynette song playing in my mind, but not with red flags. Don't do that. As if you look deep inside of yourself, you look at your situation and what you're looking for in a relationship from a new perspective, and you're like, you know what, this person is worth it. This person is worth going through this transformative change with. This person is worth my time. That's when you stand. Okay? Forgiveness. Stop focusing your energy on past events, for life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. And that might have something to do with the world here in reverse, that you are stuck in something from the past. You need to let that go so that you can move forward and flip this around. And romance, Cupid arrow strikes. So I really feel that there is a connection here with this person. There's just some things that you guys need to come together and talk about. And you know, I said this with the last one too, to make sure that you guys are on the same page, and make sure that, I mean, there's like the romance. This really resonates here with the Queen of Cups. There is a lot of potential here. There is a lot of caring here. There is this person can flip this Ten of Pentacles around, and you know, you both can flip these two around. Like this would be almost the perfect relationship if your card was flipped around and this card was flipped around. It would be like perfect, and that can happen. It's just moving through this fast moving energy and these changes together. So thank you, group 2. I hope to see you in the next video. Hello, group 3. If you picked the Bumblebee Jasper, you are in the right place. So we have some tarot cards here, and then some oracle cards that I will pull out later. The first card here, the Emperor in reverse, this is you. The next card, which is the Four of Wands, this is your person. This is what you want, and it is the Eight of Cups. This is what your person wants, and it is the Ten of Cups reversed. This is what you need, and it is, let's see, these white cards really reflect a lot of light. The Ace of Swords. So you need the Ace of Swords. Your person needs the Knight of Cups. This is an obstacle to your relationship, and it is the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. But what you have going for you in your relationship is the Four of Wands. So, just taking a look here. Your person It's really interesting, a couple things here, that the Four of Wands came out to represent your person, and then again from another deck to represent your relationship. And the ending of a relationship with the Four of Wands is actually really beautiful. It's a celebration, it's a coming together, people having a party, it's stability. 4 is a number of stability. And your person is a Four of Wands, a really stable person, an extrovert kind of person who likes to have fun and party. But we've got you as the Emperor in reverse, and the Emperor in reverse can be kind of rigid. The Emperor is about structure. In reverse, it's domination and controlling, a little bit inflexibility in the way that you're thinking, possibly an unequal partnership here. And I'm wondering if you're having a hard time with your partner or the person that your person being an extrovert and being kind of the life of the party. If that is kind of the inequity here. Let's see what you want. So the Eight of Cups in reverse, and what they want is the Ten of Cups in reverse. I wonder if you guys are in a relationship right now and you're having some issues, because the Eight of Cups is about walking away. Reversed, though, it's trying one more time. And the Ten of Cups, which is what your person wants, the Ten of Cups upright is actually a really beautiful card and talks about relationships, and it's like the perfect relationship, like the completion of the perfect relationship. Like this upright would be like the best card ever to get. But your person wants this in reverse, so that's kind of difficult because there's a disconnection here. There's a misalignment. You have a struggling relationship and you have got some misaligned values that you are, it feels like you kind of want to walk away from this relationship. And then you have what you need, which is the Ace of Swords, and aces are new beginnings. The Swords, though, is about breakthroughs and new ideas, mental clarity, and new way of thinking. And if you get this, like if you embrace this Ace of Swords, this new way of thinking about your person, maybe that can make the difference here with you feeling like you want to walk away, but you're going to try one more time, and your person feeling disconnected from you. Going back to this Emperor energy, are you being a little bit too controlling of your person and not understanding what they need? Because they feel like an extrovert, somebody who has a really good time and likes to go out and play. And I don't know if you feel like they're doing that too much. Maybe they're having too much fun with their friends and you're feeling left out. I mean, that's not okay. You should definitely be involved if they're going out all the time and having fun. You should be having fun together. So you need to get some mental clarity on that. Now, what your person needs is, this is the Knight of Cups. Your person needs some romance. Feeling like your person is not feeling that from you. If they do, flipping, well, we'll just get rid of this card because flipping this upside down would be walking away. But flipping the Ten of Cups upside down, that is like, the most beautiful relationship ever. And, that's kind of what we want, right? So our obstacle here is the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. The Wheel of Fortune is about karma. It's about cycles. In reverse, It's kind of resistance to change, maybe some bad luck, maybe some unexpected change. You know, I mean, well, hello, welcome to 2020. We all have had some crazy changes. And if your person is an extrovert, they may be having a hard time with it that you aren't supporting because they can't go out the way that they used to, and they just need some reassurance from you. But like I said, the ending card here, 10 of Cups upright, would be like one of the best cards ever. The other one of the best cards ever for a relationship is the Four of Wands. So you really do, and I understand why you would want to do one more time, you know, give this one more chance, is because you really do have something beautiful here. Definitely the potential. I mean, a lot of times this is about getting engaged. This is moving forward in your relationship, like commitment. I feel like there's a lot of love here. The only concern I would have about this is that it's just like outwardly love, that it only looks like that on Facebook kind of thing. So that would be my concern. So biggest concern here is that I feel like every reading, you and who on either side, that there is some disharmony between the two people. And really, we need to start with you. If this resonates, that you are a little bit controlling or inflexible or rigid with your person, that they seem to be too carefree, you need to get some mental clarity about that and think about that in a new way. You can't love your person the way that you want to love them. You have to love them the way that they need you to love them. Like, that's real love. Understanding that their personality, that they are like this extrovert, that they are this, they want to go out and experience the world, that they are, that they need some romance, that they need these things. If you're not willing to give that to them, then this relationship isn't going to work. So let's look at these cards. Oh, reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. That's interesting. So I don't know if that is this person or somebody else to kind of give you a new perspective. Sometimes you have to kiss the wrong person to realize who the right person is, kind of thing. That's what popped into my mind there. Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. It's funny when I say that with the Emperor here in reverse here is, I'm sorry, I'm calling you controlling. I understand that. There's so many things are uncertain here, like this Wheel of Fortune. So many things are crazy that you just kind of like pull back the reins and try to control things. You can't control other people though. The only thing that you can control is yourself, and even then, you can't really, but it's your life. It's for you that you need to take control for yourself. And a lot of times we try to control other people because we don't really know what to do with ourselves. So that's what I really feel like, you need to meditate about it or think about it and get some mental clarity on it, some new ideas, some new mental clarity. And this card is telling you that you kind of need to do that. Oh, by the way, when you look at this card, it's super cute. It's got this unicorn here that is like walled off. You're the unicorn, okay? So you're the unicorn. You are being contained here, but I mean, you're a magical creature. You can get out of that. Ooh, okay. So she who regrets, battle, victory, bitterness. This is Eclat. I had this card come up in another reading the other day, and this is battling things you don't really need to battle, and it's damaging yourself. Like, are you creating some conflict with your person that you know that they can't change because that's the way that they are? Like, they are that like gregarious, outgoing person. You do need to maybe bring some romance and let them know that you need to, if they're giving love to their friends and helping their friends and doing all these things for other people, maybe you're feeling left out and you need to tell them that. But don't just start fights to start fights. Mental clarity here. Know the reason why. Know why you're starting a fight if you're starting a fight. Okay? And that when you start fights, a lot of times it's more damaging to you than to anybody else. That's why she regrets. Okay? She who nurtures empathy, gentleness, and insight. And look how pretty this card is. So this is who you need to become. And I think you'll get there if you think about things and you have this new perspective, to let this angry emperor energy go. You aren't your person's father. You don't tell them what to do. Look inside yourself and really find some gentleness and insight and nurture. And that is what they want. That's what they are looking for with this Knight of Cups. And the next two cards, soulmate. Okay. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this and they will manifest physically. So that's interesting. Whether this person is your soulmate or not, you got this reconciliation with someone from your past. And when I said before, sometimes you have to kiss the wrong person to figure out who the right person is. So I feel like if this person isn't your soulmate, you're gonna have a contrast. There's gonna be somebody else appear, and then you're gonna have more direction about that. You're gonna have a better idea about that when you have a contrast. It's important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone instead of placing all your focus on another. Now is the time to give to yourself. And then that kind of goes back with the free yourself. And kind of goes back here with this Ace of Swords. Where I keep saying mental clarity. Meditate on this. If you don't automatically have the idea, like the mental clarity that you need, spend some time by yourself and figure that out. And then you'll know if you're being too hard on your person, and you can meet them with some empathy and give them the romance that they need. Or if there's another option that you need to pursue. So I think that's all I have for you, Group 3. I'm really interested to see how this works out with this person, because they actually seem like they're a very great person, which is, I think, what you see in them, but maybe that's not what is perfect for you, and that's what's important. Because I feel like this Emperor energy is not something that you are totally embracing. Like, sometimes, like, they may be bringing that out in you. But if it's in your mind, and you don't really need to fight these fights, so that's just something that you're going to have to answer for yourself. That's why you need to take a step back and free yourself. So that's all I have for you, Group 3. I hope you get this figured out. Spend some time with yourself and really realize what's going to turn this Emperor around for you, so that you don't feel like you're in this unequal partnership where you're feeling controlling, because you don't want to control somebody. You're not their parent. I think you want to give them this romance. It's just right now you don't know how, and you're fighting these battles that you don't need to fight. Thank you, Group 3. Hello, Group 4. If you picked the Amethyst, you are in the right spot. Let's take a look at the cards. So I've got tarot cards for us, and then oracle cards we will pull out in a little bit. The first card that we have, this represents you. This is the Ace of Swords. Very nice. The next card, this represents your person. Oh, the King of Wands. All right, this is already looking really good. Then we have what you want. Judgment. And what your person wants. Your person is looking for the Queen of Swords. Well, if you're already the Ace of Swords, that looks pretty good. What you need is the Page of Wands. Okay, a lot of things are lining up right here. And what they need is the Fool. We'll talk about that. What could be an obstacle here is the Queen of Swords in reverse. It's interesting that they want the Queen of Wands, but an obstacle could be the Queen of Wands, they want the Queen of Swords, but an obstacle could be the Queen of Swords in reverse. So I already have some ideas about that. And final card, the outlook for the relationship, we have the Eight of Pentacles. So, this looks really good. You could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. That's what Swords energy is. And your person, like I said, you are the Ace of Swords, and your person is looking for the Queen of Swords. Probably because they know that they are the King of Wands here, and they are looking for somebody who is going to be their equal and stand up to them, and not live in their shadows. And the King of Wands can cast a pretty big shadow, and maybe you're not feeling like, because you're just the Ace of Swords, you're beginning here, like you're really up to that task to be the queen, but you have that in you, so don't be concerned about that. Just make sure that it's an equal relationship, that you are not living in your person's shadow. You are ready for something new, some breakthroughs. You have some new ideas, mental clarity. You know what you want, and you are not afraid to talk about it. You're a fantastic communicator, and your person is going to appreciate that. Your person is passionate, so that's great. Some fire energy, a visionary, charismatic, very big picture person. They set goals. And like I said, they are looking for their equal here, which is the Queen of Swords, they're looking for somebody who's independent and a great communicator, intelligent, sharp mind, maybe bold and blunt. And that is you. If you are not feeling like that's really you right now, don't be intimidating. You may feel a little bit intimidated by this person, but I promise you that you are their equal. You are what they need, and this card here confirms it. I'll get to that in a second. So what you're looking for here, this is a judgment. This is the Judgment card. You've got this like inner calling. This you just are looking for a really special person to have a great relationship with and to share your life with. This King of Wands can really be that person for you. This also talks about possibly like a spiritual moment. So maybe it's somebody that at least shares a lot of core beliefs with you. If not, religion might be something that's important to you. What you need is the Page of Wands. So I almost feel like this is where I'm kind of getting this, where your person might be intimidating, because look at the difference here between the Page and the King. Like the King is, he's the leader, but the Page, which you need, is a companion to help to travel with you with your passions. This person can do that. So don't discount it. And like I said, you are their equal. I love that we've got like what you need is wands, and what they are is wands, and what they want is swords, and what you are is swords. Like, I love how this is cross coming together here. It looks, it feels really good. And you're looking for somebody who's up for anything. Now, let's talk about your king. So he's looking for the Queen of Wands, right? Or the King of Wands looking for the Queen of Swords. What he really needs, though, is the Fool. So this is very connected with the Ace of Swords, because it's somebody who is just ready to jump, ready to go on an adventure. They're the Fool card is somebody who's like ready to just jump off a cliff, right? They do have this, I love this like white rose here. So romance could definitely be a part of that. Very free-spirited, somebody to lighten him up a little bit, because he might be a little stuffy here. He's an entrepreneur, and maybe he's been building his empire, and he needs like a fresh perspective to go on maybe this spiritual journey with, and maybe ignite some old passions. And I feel like you do have that in, I feel like you do have that in you. So this matchup looks really, really good. Let's talk about the possible obstacle, the Queen of Swords. So it is a little odd that he is looking for the Queen of Swords, but the obstacle could be the Queen of Swords in reverse. And so a lot of times these face cards could represent a person. And I'm feeling like mother-in-law energy here. That, I mean, it makes sense that the king would be looking for, you know, his ideal would be like his mother, and but she becomes like an obstacle in your relationship. Maybe she doesn't think that you're right for him, or maybe she meddles in certain ways, and and she could be blunt, maybe more than you, and maybe you feel like she could be cold-hearted, maybe more than you're used to. This could also be an ex-partner. You know, he's got a type. So that is the only possible obstacle. So just be careful of that. There's this other energy here that may not see what I see, and how great this relationship really could be. But together, you know, you have the Eight of Pentacles between you, which means that neither one of you are afraid of hard work or working together. And it doesn't really matter how well suited people are in a relationship. Every relationship is work. But if it's something that you're both willing to do together, and you're growing together, and you're not afraid of it, and you know, that's what we want, right? So all looks pretty good. Let's look at the Oracle cards. Give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. Oh, okay. This is interesting. Religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So this, what did I say? Like, you're looking this, I even said like the Judgment card. I feel like this has something to do with possibly religion or spirituality, that that somebody who has like your core values is important to you. That might also be, though, an issue here, and maybe why, like I keep thinking mother-in-law, that if you are like a different religion, that might be a problem, or at least that you perceive that is a problem for this person, and that's why it might be an obstacle. So again, as long as you're willing to work on it and come together, this should be something that you guys can handle together. Zenith, she who prepares, formulate, strategize, devise. And I feel like that really goes with this Eight of Pentacles and strategizing and devising together and preparing together. The Eight of Pentacles, like this is somebody who is working and working and working and preparing. And Jocelyn, she who persists, perspective, defiant, persistent. And again, that I feel like both of these cards are very, very related to this Eight of Pentacles, and is a very good sign that working together and formulating together and being persistent together is very positive. Playfulness, laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together, and remember, love is the greatest healer. That's why he needs this Fool. He needs to laugh. He needs to go on a new journey. He needs a fresh perspective. He needs some playfulness that you can give him. And look inside yourself and examine what is causing you to feel this way. And this going back to the Queen of Swords, which may be an obstacle for you. Like, why is she such an obstacle? If this is the mother-in-law energy or the ex-girlfriend, somebody who is presenting an obstacle. And I even said this before, this may be something that's in your mind more than an actual obstacle. This also could relate though to these religious factors that we talked about, that if you do have the same core beliefs, does it really matter if it's a different label on it? And by that I mean, like, so many religions are based off of the same thing, that I know that if you are from two different backgrounds, that you can find some common ground together and really decide like what's important to you and what will be important to your future. So group 4, this looks really lovely. And like any relationship, in all of the readings that I've had so far, there's work that needs to be put in, and any relationship is going to have work. It's just the way that it is. If you're going into a relationship thinking that, oh, there's no work here. I mean, it could be easy work. It could be fun work. It could be playful work. But if you're going in thinking that there is no work, then it's just something that is really destined to fail. So as long as you both are committed to working together, I mean, this looks really lovely. So thank you, group 4. Hello, group 5. If you picked the Bloodstone, you are in the right place. Let's just jump right into this reading. I've got tarot cards and then oracle cards that will come out later. So the first card that got pulled is Nine of Wands, and this is Nine of Wands reversed, and that is representing you. Your person, Five of Cups. This is what you want, which is Three of Pentacles. Your person wants Justice. This is what you need, and this is the Seven of Swords. Your person needs Seven of Pentacles. It's really interesting that you both have sevens here. The Page of Swords, this is an obstacle to your relationship. And this last card, which is the Nine of Cups reversed, this is what your relationship has going for it. Okay, so I'm concerned about a couple things. First of all, you as the Nine of Wands and your person as the Five of Cups. So Nine of Wands reversed is, there could be some paranoia here on your behalf. Nine of Wands talks about fighting fights and really being kind of like bogged down by that. And reversed, it's almost even more that you've really been through a struggle. very defensive. You keep hitting challenges. And I mean, come on, it's 2020, so I understand that. Overwhelming responsibilities, maybe all work and no play kind of vibe here. I'm almost wondering if you are a step parent. And the reason that I wonder that is because to me, step parents have like a lot of responsibility, but not a lot of authority. And, you know, because you have these children that you have to take care of, but they will remind you, you're not my dad, you're not my mom, kind of thing. So your person, a 5 of Cups, and this isn't really a great spot either. This is, you know, some regret and failure, disappointment, pessimism. Things aren't going their way. There's some struggle here, stuck in the past. Both of these cards, though, you can get past. Like, there's definitely ways to get past it. It's just, you know, this is the way that the energy is feeling right now. What you want is the 3 of Pentacles. And this is people working together in harmony. You want some teamwork. You want to feel like you're part of the team. And right now, it kind of feels like you're feeling like you're doing it by yourself. And maybe you're feeling like that because your person is feeling defeated as well. So you just keep moving, I guess, and keep going through this. But you really want some cooperation. You really want somebody to come here and help you build some things. And your person, what they want is justice. So what they're looking for is they're looking for some balance and some fairness. They're looking for somebody who is going to act in the greatest good for everyone, for them as well. And I almost, you know, I threw that out there. I feel like you might be a step parent, and they may be feeling like you're being selfish in some way. So we need to talk about that. What you need, so normally the 7 of Swords is not really a great card to get in a relationship reading because it talks about, I mean, this is somebody sneaking away, right? Or being kind of sneaky behind somebody's back. But this is in the position of what you need. And I think what you need to do is step away. You need to act strategically and maybe think more about what's really going on. And take a beat. Take a moment for yourself and do an honest assessment of what you want. And that's what you really need to do. And there's nothing wrong with wanting to be a part of a team, especially when you're talking about a relationship, that you want to build something with your person. There's nothing wrong with that. And actually what they need is very similar to that because they've got the 7 of Pentacles and they need somebody that is going to help them plant some seeds for the future together. And I think we need to get you both of you out of whatever despair that you're in right now. Okay guys, my camera died, so let's get back to this because you really are in a very similar position. You really are wanting the same things. You're just really going through, I feel like you're really both going through a difficult time right now. So let's figure out what we can do. So the challenge to this relationship is the Page of Swords in reverse. So this talks about, you know, this is talk and not action. This is something being held back. If you're having issues, does your partner defend you? And I'm wondering, like, maybe you're upset about that. In whatever situation, like your partner, you feel like your partner doesn't have your back, so you're fighting over here alone. But, you know, take a look at where your partner is right now. Are they really in a position to defend you? You guys need to work on some things together. I think there's there's some disconnection here, and whether you feel like you're all talk and no action, like they're not acting out, maybe you aren't either, because this is, the obstacle for both of you, that there's not whatever changes that need to be made aren't being made, and maybe you aren't on the same page about those things. And it's the Page of Swords. Get on the same page with the same Page of Swords here. This could also talk about asking a lot of questions, and insecurity, and again, paranoia. So twice paranoia has come up. And, okay, so this is about being sneaky behind somebody's back, and this is not near their chart, it's near yours. So sometimes, and this may not, this is a general reading, so this may not be for all of you. If you have been kind of sneaky behind your partner's back, are you accusing them of doing things because you feel guilty about that? Just throwing that out there, because I have two paranoias here, two cards that can represent that. And if you're being paranoid and they're not giving you a reason to be paranoid, is it because you have done something? So, like I said, that may not resonate for everybody, but if it does resonate, then you need to take a look at that and give them a break, because they're not in the best spot right now either. And this not taking action, again, this is not just them making changes or taking action on things that you think that they need to change. This could also be you. So you need to come together and decide that. We had already talked about the 7 here of you stepping back and figuring some things out for yourself. The cards are telling you that you need to do that. So this is also taking responsibility for some things that are not happening, and some insecurities in your relationship, and whatever reasons you might have those. And the 9 of Cups is in the position of what your relationship has going for it. The only issue here is the 9 of Cups is in reverse. So upright, this is one of the best cards in tarot. This is the wish card. This is wish fulfillment. This is you guys having everything that you need and your cups are full. But right now it's upside down. So it's materialism in some way, or being overindulgent. And this could also, like, on the surface, your relationship may appear that you have everything that you need, but deep down, like, both of you are feeling that something is missing. So you stepping away and reevaluating some things for yourself is really going to help you, because this card, like, it's here for a reason. It can flip. Getting both of you in a better spot, we can flip this card, and getting you both on the same page and moving in the same direction with each other, that can flip pretty easy. I feel like there's a lot of stress right now in our relationships, just because of where we are in 2020, where we are astrologically, where we are, there's so much, and it keeps coming, and it keeps coming, and it keeps coming. There's some very good things here. There is definitely some promise here. I'm not saying throw this relationship away, but both of you are not in the best position, and I'm not sure that you're supporting each other. So that's a concern. So the other cards that we have, honeymoon, enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So you may need to get together and spend some time together. And unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Okay. We're getting some mixed signals here, and you know, I'm not really surprised that we're getting some mixed signals from this, because those whole spread is a little bit of mixed signals, right? Like what you need from a relationship is to step away from it. So the whole thing is some mixed signals. Now, unrequited love, like technically, if you guys are not in a committed relationship and you want to be and they don't, or you're not seeing eye to eye, like technically that is unrequited love there. And you know, maybe that is something that you aren't really, or is there still like the attraction? Or is it still, is this really something that's still working for both of you? But let's look at some other cards. So we've got She Who Emerges, Enlightenment, Mindfulness, Rise Up. And I feel like you are almost ready to, like 9 is, you know, in the numbers, 10 is completion. 9 is like almost there. Like you're almost through this. You are. Your partner is halfway through it. And the other good thing about this card is they are looking at the cups that are empty. This is the 5 of Cups. 3 cups are spilled here. There are 2 cups behind them that are full. So there is something here. There is hope for both of you that whatever you're going through, like this is something that's just temporary, and you can both emerge from it. And then She Who Brings Light, Serenity, Beacon. In the position that you're in right now, I don't feel like you're bringing light to your relationship. You're not like this, there's a disconnect. So meet each other together, bringing light and love. Oh, it's interesting how I put these down and you're kind of back to back there though too. Again, so many mixed signals here. Sacred union, honor and treasure your relationship for it's truly sacred. This goes with the honeymoon. This goes with the rising up. And passion, a magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you at present. Enjoy it. All right. So I was just talking about how, like, I feel like these are temporary things that you're both like just feeling so much of the energy that's going on right now. The only card that, and it's just this unrequited love that kind of sticks out as something that like, oh, I don't know if we can get past this, is this unrequited love. But that is just making sure that you are both on the same page with the sacred union and the passion. The other interesting thing is, you know, these 2 cards where you are presently, like they don't feel connected, which is maybe why we're getting the unrequited love, that you're each kind of going through your own struggles on separately, when you should be going through it together and supporting each other and helping each other rise up. And I know that's, you know, I just had that thought, and that's a little bit conflicting here with the 7 of Swords, like, you know, stepping away from the situation. But this is more like stepping away from the way that you're feeling now, this whole like defeatist energy, and really rising up and trying to flip this 9 of Cups around, this wish card, because it's here. You have it. I feel like, you know, the passion, the sacred union is here. The ingredients are here. It just needs, it's almost like, oh, the 7's here. The ingredients are here. It's just 70%, right? It's just a little more effort. And especially with this card, It's the Seven of Pentacles. It's about persistence. It's about understanding that it's coming, and like you've done all of these other things, and it's gonna get there. It is. It's just the waiting, and in this waiting, you guys are feeling disconnected. But you need to turn that around and get this teamwork going and get this balance going, and that's going to flip this Nine of Cups around. So I'm sorry that you're going through this group number 5, but I feel like, like all of the stuff is here. All of what you need is here. It's both of these situations that you're in is temporary. And you feel like you both feel like you're going through something alone, and you don't have to. Like, is this going to be a relationship? Are you going to be in this relationship together? There's a lot of great signs here that says that it can work out. Don't let like a temporary thing where you're each not feeling your best. Don't let that temporariness affect like something that you have going, that you have momentum here, that you have like 70% of it complete, that you've just been talking and not making any actions, and you need to start making some actions and flip this Nine of Cups around, and really feel that happiness and fulfillment with each other. So again, I'm sorry, you shouldn't feel this way. And your partner shouldn't feel this way either. But you are very, very close, both of you, to flipping this around and getting rid of this inequity in your relationship and moving forward together. So thank you, group 5. I hope to see you in the next reading, and let me know how things are going.